Okay, what we have here in the subprime mortgage crisis, 2007. Combination of the 1929 and the 1980s debacles. In 29, we had a classic investment bubble, in this case real estate. The bubble was massively overinflated, as it was in the 20s, by the low interest rates set by the Fed. But also, there is a case of misregulation and out-and-out corruption and malfeasance by allowing banks to make really stupid loans to people who shouldn't have them. Through Fannie and Freddie, created a kind of a chain reaction of banks trying to sell these subprime loans and then flip them over to other banks that would buy them, securitize them, use them to create larger and larger leverage, which means they could borrow or lend with much less of a capital basis. So we have a combination of problems there, and it has created a bubble much larger, I think, by percentage than was experienced in 29. But now we have a double whammy of terrible government policy to try to counteract it. We have the stimulus, which at the time of FDR was the New Deal. This is now being done by Obama in the form of these various stimulus packages. Bailouts, which were done in the 80s, straight bailouts, whereas Reconstruction finance was done in the 30s. That was those were essentially loans, and there was also the function of doling out and sorting out of the bad securities. The government seems to be engaged in this, but now nationalization is on the table. This kind of thing has never been done in the history of the Republic. This was following the Sweden model, where they nationalized the banks effectively. Bernanke has announced that he would like common stock to be, the preferred stock to be able to be converted to common stock, so that essentially government funding could essentially buy interest or controlling interests in these banks. This is a terrible, terrible idea. It goes down the path of socialization, and no telling where we're going to go from there. Under their promise of giving it back, I do not trust this promise. I do not trust partial socialization of a massive industry. It affects everything. It is essentially their energy, their strategy and energy as well, to so co-opt energy with so many regulations and controls that in fact they would essentially nationalize it. Here in Los Angeles, there is even an attempt by the city council to take control of the Department of Water and Power, to take a controlling interest in it. So we have local seizures of businesses, of energy businesses, being attempted by a city hall. This is Measure B. This is going to be voted on, I believe, next week. So if you want to resist nationalization, resist it at the local level, resist it at the federal level. I believe everyone should call their congressman and voice their very strong opposition to nationalization of banks, because it puts us down a road that we may never ever come back to in the history of American freedom. Not only do I think it would not work, not only would they slow the recovery with this kind of confidence shatterer in the free market system, which the left does not understand at all. The left doesn't understand that confidence is built on freedom, not on whether something could sell or not. I mean, I could have the greatest mousetrap ever, but if somebody knows that the government's going to be up my ass trying to change the product, to make it environmentally friendly and to make it this and that, and make it safe for kids and all that, they're going to end up wrecking the product. So I won't get investment. Untold lost investment dollars, deterred, opportunity costs will be incurred, and beyond that, I think there'll be a contraction. There'll be a shifting of investment from business, which relies so much on very careful financial instrumentation. I agree we need different kind of regulation, that we have had misregulation in the past, but nationalization cannot be an answer. It's an economy killer. So with that, I'll hand it back to you, Joey. I think this is a very bad trend.
Yeah, I have to agree, Murray. I think we are definitely going into uncharted American socialization territory, and may whatever higher power you believe in help us all.